After the previous defeats outside the walls of Athens, the Athenian navy must now reclaim control of the sea against the Macedonians. Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish, and welcome to another glorious battle taken from the head-to-head between me and Darren. We play these head-to-head campaigns every Tuesday and Thursday over on Twitch TV at 2 PM GMT. Make sure to come over and check it out. It is so much goddamn fun using Divide et Impera, and in these battles we go ahead and take control of the AI forces. I'm playing as Macedon, Darren is playing as India. However, in this one he is joining the fray as I try and conquer Macedon and expand Antigonus's rule over the region of Hellas. It should be very, very exciting. This battle was extremely important for me to win, because losing my navy here would have been catastrophic, because it would have given the Athenians control over the sea around, Pella and Athens. So if I can win here, I can siege out and blockade the ports of Athens to help the siege go along. However, if I lose, the Athenians can start doing hit and run tactics along Knossos, which is aka Crete, or even my Thracian holdings. So winning here, or at least destroying the Athenian navy enough here, is very, very important to make the siege go a little bit smoother, because trying to take a walled city away from Darren defending with hoplites is going to be very hard. Also, we should hopefully have some more Indian battles soon, as Darren is continuing on his campaigns against Bactria. Hopefully we'll have a good couple Indian battles so you can see stuff from Darren's point of view a little bit more often. So my Athenian navy is going to be, my Macedonian navy is going to be made up mainly of these marines right here. These are actually my archers, but they're mainly going to be made up of these marines now. They're great at ramming. They have kind of these extra, rams added to the ship to do more damage. I've also gotten silver holes from my recent conquests from Knossos, so that's going to aid me off quite nicely at just giving my ships that little bit more staying power in the fight. However, the Athenian navy is extremely heavily missile based, and Darren plays this battle very, very well for the navy that he has. As you can see, they only have two infantry, or 2 units of marines and 1 unit of kind of light artillery back here, and the rest is all just simply missiles. So the whole way that Darren's going to win this battle is by using his missiles effectively to shoot me down, and the way I'm going to win this battle is by ramming and getting on my men boarded onto his ships, because I've got a basically full section of marines and Darren's got basically a full navy of just missiles. So it's going to make for a very, very interesting battle, and as I said, there's a lot at stake right here. If I can secure this naval battle, it's going to make the siege a lot easier, a lot more realistic to have happen, because we can starve out the defenders a little bit. However, if, for example, I lose this battle, I give up, control of the sea to the Athenians, and they're going to definitely punish me with lightning strikes along Thrace and also Knossos. At this point in the campaign as well, I believe this was from stream 6, so this was from the previous stream we did. So if you want to go ahead and catch up and go ahead and watch the next stream, we'll be doing it on Tuesday, 2 PM GMT. Make sure to tune in. There's so much fun. I can't stress enough how awesome it is. So Darren is immediately going to be switching over his navy, looking to turn around, get some good volleys off, and move around. And I think in naval battles, because not many people play them, archers are extremely underestimated in this. A couple volleys, you take down the crew of the marines, and then very, very quickly they're going to be routing from the field of battle, especially with this much focused missile fire as well. You can see all the rocks flying in and just hitting away. Luckily my marines do have their shields up and covering, but that's going to be helping me out. Also, something that's very, very interesting in this battle, I'll go on slow-mo really quickly so we can get a proper look, is that it's pouring down with rain, and this actually really helped me out in this battle, because it's pouring down with rain, Darren can't use his fire arrows because obviously it's raining, so the fire arrows just aren't effective, so my ships don't get burnt anymore. Which definitely helped me out in this battle. It kind of took away a big advantage that Darren had just by the random, effect of the weather. I'm also just leaving my supply ship back here. I'm trying to keep it out of the way. This supply ship is used to keep your ships attrition free when they're in sea. They have 8 turns to basically stay at sea and move around before having to go back to port to resupply, which is just a really, really cool mechanic in the head-to-head. So again, we're going to be pushing forward our navy, just trying to get into combat as quickly as possible. I saw Darren shifting over his navy, so I'm trying to meet him as well, trying to basically meet his ships 1 for 1 as much as I can. I know for a fact that obviously he has 1 more ship than me, because I have this supply ship back here, whereas the AI doesn't really have to worry about it. And luckily, I'm closing the distance quite effectively here because Darren's getting a little bit stuck in his own ships. That's one of the problems of this type of formation. However, he quickly addresses the issue, and I am, again, moving over here. Also, unfortunately, because I've only got the 80-man ships, my navy is not actually that effective at ramming yet. I don't have the huge ships. My dudes are only going to be doing a little bit of damage. And again, Darren's just doing such a great job here of avoiding getting rammed by me and using his missiles just to whittle away my men, because as you can see, my morale on a few of these ships are starting to drop again. We'll go on slow-mo just for a little bit here. Look at this ship right here. It's down to 39 men. The morale is starting to drop, and Darren hasn't lost a ship yet. I think I finally managed to get a good ram off onto these guys, doing a ton of damage. They do throw back a volley, and we get this ship down to 88% damage from one ram. And that's just solely because this ship is one of my biggest ships I have, so they're a lot more effective at ramming, which is nice. I'm going to continue to try and pursue him, and again, you know, things are starting to cause, you know, the movement is starting to be a little bit of an issue in the center here. But if Darren can quickly move his ships away, he can again just kite me like he's doing so great right here. I luckily managed to get a good little ram off here, hit into these guys and just send them flying. 3 ships on 1, and I managed to take that one out, but not at a cost. I'm getting surrounded here. Look how good Darren's doing right here, completely surrounding me. He's routed me over here as well with his missile ships. I feel like he's just playing this naval battle so well right now, which is kind of hard because, you know, naval battles aren't exactly the best in Rome Total War. However, he's using his fleet really well, and it's fun to watch, you know, have happen. Thankfully, though, I am going to get another ram off onto this ship. However, it's not going to take it down in one hit because this is one of my smaller ships, so I'm going to get a good ram off. And now what I probably should have done here is go ahead and board them after ramming. However, I kind of felt like, because he had so many missiles, I just want to try and ram and move on to the next one. If I stick too stationary, I feel like I'm simply just going to get shot to pieces. So it's more about just for ramming. We'll go back up to normal speed as well. Darren's managed to get 4 quadrants of ships over to the right-hand side. And as you can see, he is starting to, you know, again, whittle away on my navy. The balance of power is still very even. I'm trying to get my men over. My general ship is moving over, and these guys are going to wrap around very soon. Again, I just lost another ship right there to his missile fire, so I'm really starting to feel the pain, and he's just kiting the living hell out of me. Again, over here as well, I just lost another ship, which is really, really catastrophic for me. I think I'm going to get a good ram off on this ship. They're going to collide into one another. I actually took all the damage there, and he didn't take any damage. That's pretty interesting. That his ship didn't take a single bit of damage there, but mine took all of it. I did not know that's how it worked in it. I do kind of try and get a little hit back on them. It doesn't really work. I'm moving more of my ships over, and thankfully this red line is kind of acting as a solid defense right now to basically keep these guys in. And I'm doing quite a nice job here of silencing them out. Over in the center, I've managed to sink, I think, 2 more ships in my ramming. I'm also trying to take down this general unit as well, but Darren is doing exactly the same to me right here. I know not quite yet. He quickly realizes my general's by himself, and he's going to go for him for a lot of the missiles. Again, I'm losing ships left, right, and center, and the balance of power has actually shifted in favor of Darren, which is just so, as I said, catastrophic for my navy. If I lose it here, that's going to be painful. Luckily, I have some good archers as well, and they're going to be, you know, duking it out with the other ships as I close in with my navy, just try and sandwich the ship. And Darren just about gets off, but I managed to turn at the last second, get a nice little hit off on his trireme, and that goes down to 69%. Over here, though, Darren routes another one of my ships. I come in, though, for the ram, again, trying to do as much damage as possible. That didn't seem to do any damage, unfortunately, and my general is in a bad spot right now. He's completely surrounded, and he's being shot to pieces. And Darren's job is basically just to slot up this general. I'm going to be trying to go after his one as well. Over on the right-hand side, you can see that Darren has completely smashed my navy. I'm going to try and take out maybe 1 or 2 more ships. If I can get the ram off here with this ship, then maybe I can sink at least 1 more before these guys go down. They're going down extremely quickly. And, you know, the speed of Darren's ship is just getting out of there. So he's just running for his life. But I think I'm just about to get a ram off. There's nowhere else for him to go. And, oh, I routed just before I collided. Wow. Now Darren's going to bring everyone over. And the battle is looking very crazy. I've also, however, managed to clear up a large amount of ships over here. You can see a bunch more routing. I managed to come in here and use my ships. That was weird. That ship exploded and I didn't even hit it. Maybe it, like, transferred the damage from this ship or something. Darren has, though, engaged my general, and as I try and board away another ship, I saw that I was surrounded. I managed to get another ram off on this ship, and that's going to be extremely beneficial for me. Darren still has a bunch of missiles though off on this right-hand side, which he's bringing back. And ship-wise, you know, I've still got my Marines, but if Darren can kite me, there's very little I can really do. And my general, look at that, my general is going down. And I'll say this right now, this is so important right here, because if my general dies, that's not just like, oh, that's just a random general dead in the multiplayer battle. This is a campaign. So this general has been leveled up throughout the campaign, and he's also from another party in my Macedonian politics sphere. So because of that, Darren's going to be, you know, inflicting some political damage on me, and I'm going to have to try and counter that, whether that's with money, with bribes, or whatever. I'm going to have to try and sort this out, because my general is going down, and there's nothing I can really do about it. I think he's... Oh, no, a beautiful ram right there. But my general is now dead. Unfortunately, I mean, look how much bigger that... Oh my god, that ship is so big. But yeah, like, the general is now dead, so I've taken a huge hit to my political sphere. And the balance of power is now once again shifted back into the middle part, as Darren brings over his navy and continues just to pepper me, as well as getting really good hits with his navy. I managed to get out of the way of that ram right there. However, I am basically opening myself up for a side ram right here. Luckily, that's the first ram that this ship has taken, so we're going to kind of shrug that off and move over to the next one. However, Darren is looking for blood as he continues to pursue me right here. I don't know why he didn't ram me. Oh, that would have been the perfect ram. Oh, I routed. That's exactly why. So another one of my ships. And look at balance of power. Balance of power is now in front in favor of Darren. The Athenian navy is dominating this battlefield. If I can close these guys in, oh my god, it's just not looking great for me. Oh, actually, shit. My bad. Balance of power is the other way around. This is from Darren's point of view. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. So yeah, so it was in favor of Darren throughout that entire battle, actually, and then all of a sudden now it's in favor of me. I can't believe that I forgot that. Oh well, it doesn't matter. But the battle was really close, and the Athenian navy was looking like it was going to win throughout that battle, and I managed to clutch it right towards the end as things kind of dissipated. But Darren killing my general is going to be really big. You know, again, because Darren doesn't really care about this Athenian navy, right? The whole point of this Athenian navy is just to do as much damage to me as possible, slow me down as much as possible. That's kind of Darren's goal. Where, you know, he definitely achieved that in this battle. He basically handicapped my navy massively. You can see what I have left. I only have 6 ships out of 20 left. And he also managed to kill my general as well, or my admiral, which is big. That's going to that's going to give me minus 15 political relations with one of my political parties, which does definitely sound like a lot. And here we go, the last little smash in here, the left, right, good night, coming in to finish this battle off. So victory for the Macedonians, however, at a heavy cost. That was indeed a costly victory. It says enemy because, again, sorry, this was from Darren's point of view because I didn't save the replay. But yeah, that was a brutal battle. If we end the replay, we can see if, you know, what real ships racked up. Yeah, Darren killed over 1,000 of my ships, 1,000 of my men, which was a lot. That was a really large amount of damage he inflicted into my navy. I managed to sink a large amount. Oh, yeah, okay, so this is weird. I don't know why it calculates it like this. So it doesn't calculate the men drowning as kills. So the 900 kills that Darren got with this navy was simply just from the archer fire. It wasn't from the ramming where my men drowned. Because look, I only have 247 kills, but I killed his entire navy. So for some reason it doesn't show like the men who drown, which is kind of weird. But yeah, look at the kills. The navy got loads. This one got 141 kills as well, which is pretty goddamn insane. So yeah, even though I did manage to secure victory this day, which will help me clear up the Athenian coastline and basically prevent the Athens from really using their navy to harass me in this war. I did take heavy casualties. I lost an admiral, which the political party, I think they're the Thessalonical nobles, will not be happy with me because of it. And, you know, that can quickly, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it can quickly throw you into civil war if you're not careful. If you kill 1 or 2 generals, then all of a sudden you're in a civil war. And that's why when me and Darren come to fight, when our great empires clash between Macedon and the awesome Indian nations to the east, when we come to clash, killing generals, oh my god, it is so important, because if you kill a couple generals, all of a sudden Darren's having to spend his resources, his money on preventing a massive civil war, and you can really do some awesome stuff with it. So come over, make sure to catch up on the streams. Darren does these amazing, I cannot stress this enough, how awesome they are, these amazing recap videos. So if you want to know what happened in the previous the first 4 streams, I'll link them down below as well to the playlist of this series, so that you guys can check them out. They're really cool. So he does each video does 2 streams, and we do 2 streams a week every Tuesday and Thursday. So part 1 and 2 are out there. We've just finished the battle, or the streams for last week when you're seeing this. And obviously, we'll be starting the next part for last week will be out hopefully before the next streams next week that hopefully you guys will tune into. So yeah, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're getting closer and closer to 120,000, which is awesome. I'll see you guys next time.